What's up, mothers? Let's see what you guys are attracting. What are my mothers attracting? Let's do all upright. You know what I'm saying? We already got enough bad news every day about life. So I picked up on new love, someone that's going to give you flowers, send you flowers, television, Netflix and chill. Okay. I'm also seeing something about remodeling or redirecting your living room, your furniture. You're about to feel like you are living in a movie, but this is your real life and it's giving all gas, no brakes. Okay, we also have home gym. Interesting. I see you trying to stay fit. Like you're trying to stay fit until a certain time or due date. Okay, so this is telling me you're trying to stay fit. You're trying to direct your focus on yourself. And in order for you to stay focused and see something through to a certain time, October could be significant. February could be significant. I'm also seeing July or June, in between June and July. All right, so significant months for you is going to be May, July, October, and February 2027. If you watch this in 2027, it will be February of the following year whenever you watch it. Okay. Could be even 2010. Is that a thing? 2010? Wait, is that 2030? Is that be 2030, right? I don't fucking know. Or, yeah, 2030. That's crazy. So, yeah, you are in a cocoon state right now. So you're going through some type of metamorphosis. You're in a cocoon state. I just see you going from living room, gym, repeat, reading. There's some type of hobbies that you picked up on. You're waiting until you have some type of evidence or till something is manifested here. Like before you celebrate, you're trying to make sure something, let's say you have surgery. You're trying to make sure that you have fully recovered before you start to post pictures or you start to really share your life. There's just this energy of going through some type of metamorphosis, and you want to feel in complete control of the narrative. And especially for those of you that deal with the public eye or scrutiny of any type of sort. Nonetheless, you can't fast forward to the end, so you got to stay in the zone. You got to really see you drinking more tea as well. It's like you got to stay in the zone and really enjoy each day. Something wants you to slow down. Something about this period of time is about you slowing down, you prioritizing your health, you prioritizing your mental, especially if you maybe you consume a lot of media and your life is passing you by. And the grass is only greener where you water it, right? So now you gotta really be in your story. Something about here is you go from watching your story on the TV or watching your story play out in readings to now you're actually living that life. And now you gotta be, now you're not let them press play on your life. And it's like you pray for this, you know what I'm saying? So your daily rituals, your practices, what you do, you're really in this rhythm. And I feel like this routine you have from point A to point B, do this, and this, kind of keeps you focused. Kind of keeps you, yeah. While you ride the clock. Something about riding the clock is significant for you. Oh, I'm curious to see what comes out in these cards. Spirit, let's all do upright. I know I like to do mixed matchy, but we're gonna do all upright. Whatever comes out, okay, guys? Because I just feel like you guys, you can handle it. You can handle unpredictable stuff. Dun, 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 dun. I'm also seeing something like you be a stay-at-home person. You don't really have to do much except kick your feet up and just kind of watch what you eat. Okay, this could be the one. You've already met the romantic person you seek. Practice it. I told you. What's that? Practicing, working a muscle. This could be a spiritual muscle. You could be polishing some type of skill that you do regularly, or you going through, you working out in the gym, or you have a home gym. Something about the view is beautiful. You have everything you need. You have all the stuff you ever need. It's beautifully decorated. And with all this time and leisure, what are you going to do with all this time? Spiritual. So we have clock, spirituality, and religion. Huh. Okay, so there's going to be some conflict around whatever you're doing at home. It does look like somebody is there with you. Like I said, there's a lot of luxury around, a lot of love in the air. Some of you guys, this could be children involved, but I'm not really seeing children. It's pretty much showing me your devotion in a past life. This time you wanted to devote yourself in a certain type of way or be able to. And feels like as something is winding down, you're going to get to a point where you're struggling with spirituality and religion, rituals, and the concepts of these things being a problem. Now, it's easy for relationships to accept each other. And that's what made me pick up on children, because it's not to the forefront, which means because it's not to the forefront, you guys do not put your children in public eye. That's what I'm picking up on. Like, you're not a couple, or if you're by yourself, you do not put your children in the public eye of some sort. Yeah, you really enjoy spending a lot of time with yourself. Because I'm hearing angels, three amigos. But it looks like with the clock winding down, there may be certain practices from another person's culture, or it's not saying that you're married, but why else would you be considering a person's belief systems if you weren't trying to compromise? And usually there's only two reasons why people compromise on things. It's either due to relationship expectations, marriage. Somebody may be saying it's time for you to settle down, it's time for you to get married. You may wrestle with the idea. Maybe you don't want to really get married. Maybe this person doesn't want to get married, but y'all are together, living together. Beautiful home. So you definitely like nice things. It seems like this person wants you to be aesthetically pleasing. They want you to feel like you being home all day is pleasing to you. All you gotta do is cook and just do hobbies and stuff. Hey, it's all you gotta do, Chef Boyardee. Oh wow. Karmic relationship, past life, spirituality, and religion. I told you, wedding. There's something here about some of you guys with a wedding here and clock this lifetime. You don't want to be wed. This situation involves marriage. I knew I was picking up on it. And then we have to make the effort with baby. Someone could have twins. Sheesh. Damn. Okay. Spirit, show me this. I don't know if this karmic relationship is two people. You know, because you could feel like when you get married, relationships become karmic because you're binding each other through ritual. So you may have a problem with that, and you're afraid that if you become married, that you become property or possession. Oh, okay. There's something about living out the rest of your life. If someone wants to be married but you don't, or you want to be married and they don't, clarify this unfinished business. What's unfinished business about? Oh yeah, the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so from a past life. Oh, in a past life, y'all were married, and you guys got married like a second time around. So either you and this person were married to other people before y'all got together, something like that. And y'all stayed in the relationships with those karmic partners longer than its expiration date. So it wore you thin, it wore you out. And so y'all are afraid of marriage. So it's like associating that people get really nasty and they talk to you horribly once you're married to them. And they start to, the woman gets blamed. The man, spites her. But then they don't break up because God said so, or for the sake of the kids. There's something about being petrified of marriage. But nonetheless, like multiple people are saying, you guys need to, when is the wedding? When are you going to settle down? And so it was peer pressure, or being pressured to take the next step, but not being ready. What's this Knight of Swords? Do you know that, okay, someone's gonna feel like, I think I may argue about, I don't know how long it's taking to get to the next level. And with the Six of Swords, I'm seeing here like, oh, I work all day, I come home, and me going out is a way for me to blow off steam and just enjoy myself. I don't say anything to you about your rituals and what you do to your blow off steam, but I pay for the house, I pay for the roof. So I feel like this person may not say this to you exactly, but it's given the grass wasn't greener on the other side. And so when you think about the role that you're playing now and how that fantasy wasn't, it's kind of like the fantasy is only good when this person isn't around, but the reality kicks in. I think this person kind of feels as if you prefer the toxic relationship, like you prefer the ex. They feel like that. And I feel like the reason why they feel like that is because they're comparing the things that you did with your ex that you don't want to do now. Like, let's say you don't want to get married because you've been married before. They feel like you don't want to get married before because you're still in love with your ex, Or let's say when they go out, you assume that they are just partying and stuff like that and not spending time with you. And so your expectations of what you want from them, you're basing it off of assuming that when they go out, that's what they do. There's something here about something being dysfunctional. But this person's behavior, even with all that you do to show appreciation, nutrition, you pretty much make this a part of your life purpose to upkeep this lifestyle. But I think it makes you miss someone that you have unfinished business with. Who is this? How do you feel about this person you have unfinished business with? You don't like to think about it, but you aren't over it. Sometimes you want to, sometimes I run, sometimes you run. But I feel like this is the last person you gave your heart to. But I feel like in that connection, you felt like maybe you had to mother someone, because your Empress energy is saying, this person made you make a fool of me. Tell me why. Yeah, you made a fool. They feel like you felt like this person made a fool of you. There were bad memories. There were things that you would find out. And with full in reverse, it's like the more you became aware of the truth in so many different ways, and it wasn't who you put this person on the pedestal. You expected them to be a certain type of way, and when they fell through, you felt like you had to step up and be like a mother figure, and that made you feel unequal. But then when you with this other person, like that ain't gonna work. Like you had to be this person's mother or tell them what to do, and it made you feel like you're sleeping with a child. And then with this other person, they don't like you in this Empress energy. Even with all that you do, they don't like you like that. It's almost like this other person has a religious belief system that kind of attacks. Like they look at women like, furniture, objects. That's all you got to do. Your only job is to make babies and keep this house clean. Ooh. Queen of Swords. And then when you pop off on this person, then they want to say, oh, I knew you wasn't over your ex. I think someone picks arguments with you because it makes the sex spicy. I don't know how to explain it. Oh my God. Shit got real. I would definitely say this person behaves like a karmic because they're trying to compete with your ex. And they feel like this desire to chase after someone or to overcompensate. They want that, but they want to pretend like they don't want it. And so they withhold generosity as a way to kind of like train you. They want the version of you that you gave to an ex. That's what it's really boiling down to. And you may call it mature, but they feel like you had a certain light or energy about you. They feel like you settled. I'm going to say the truth. Like this person that is providing you this lifestyle feels like you're settled. They low key, they feel like you can't give them a part of you that you gave to someone else because you're not over them. And as much as you dress everything up and you keep everything up and you keep yourself together, they feel like it's a front. They feel like you've settled into this lesser version of yourself to fit into a reality that you don't want to be a part of. But nonetheless, you are a part of it. Like, this desire, like, oh, let's bake cookies or let's go hang out with your family. Like, you would really want to do all those things if someone didn't fuck you up. That's how someone feels. So it looks like with a karmic person, it was like a catalyst that caused you to focus on yourself, which made you extremely attractive. Then once they got what they wanted from you, it's like they wanted to marry you, but then they wanted you to be still like this energy that they were attracted to. That power. Where they have to work for it, work really hard to get your attention and your focus. Damn near slobber over you. Shit. So that's what I'm seeing. It took a turn, you know? It really did. But I do feel like, nonetheless, once this person's committed, they're committed. But they do feel like they feel trapped. And the crazy part about it is, I don't know. Y'all tell me. Y'all tell me. I gotta go. Love y'all. Bye.